Story tonight about your child's education. The latest measure of school accountability shows 4 districts in the state are receiving failing grades for their performance. The State Board of Education released those grades today. One of the districts receiving an F is IPS. Our TV6 reporter Katie Hines joins us live from the Education Center with the details. Katie.
Erica, Indianapolis Public Schools is one of 4 districts in the state that received a grade of F from the State Board of Education. That grade is for the last school year, 2012 to 2013. And both district leaders here at IPS and the state's chief education officer say it's an improvement over last year.
All of the games that we played in math,
we had more B's according to this system and fewer C's, and we had fewer F's.
The state superintendent of public instruction says individual schools within IPS are improving. Still, the largest district in the state received one of the lowest marks for performance. We requested to meet with the superintendent to talk about the failing grade, but he was unavailable. Farther east, the Metropolitan School District in Warren Township received a C grade from the state. It's a slight move up from the year before.
We saw improvement at school level. We know that there's still some areas across our district that we need to focus on to make sure that all of our students are proficient on ISTEP.
Chief Academic Officer Leanne Kwiatowski says the administration is working to pinpoint the subjects where students need the help the most. She adds a cut in funding for buses forced the district to drop all after-school programs this year, both athletic and academic, making offering extra help to students a challenge.
All of our principals are constantly looking at data, and we're always looking at the metrics and measuring where we are, because every one of our schools, we want to be A schools.
94 districts across the state received an A grade, and more than a third of those earned a perfect score. That includes Zionsville, where the superintendent credits dedicated teachers and concerned parents for the high marks. The formula for measuring and reporting schools' performance is going to change starting in the fall. The State Board of Education is creating new standards, which will include more information about individual student performance.
And we'll be looking at that. It'll inform instruction right down to the classroom. We're excited about that. It'll give the school some very clear information on where improvement needs to happen.
In addition to IPS, the other districts that received an F for the 2012 to 13 school year are the Medora Community School Corporation in Jackson County, the City of East Chicago Schools, and Gary Community School Corporation. IPS narrowly missed getting a D. Just in the last hour or so, the district tweeted that achieving student success is paramount. The district is implementing 3 academic focus areas for the remainder of this school year, and those include data-driven decision-making, teacher evaluation, and mastery learning. Reporting live at the Ed Center, Katie Hines, RTV6.